That's a good bean.
Welcome to Let's Talk About That, the show about the show. I'm Stevie and Mimi Big Boy. This week's guests put their pants on just like the rest of us, only when they have to leave the house. Please welcome Rhett and Link. Woo! A saunter, if you will. A saunter to the couch. Nice pants, Link.
Thank you. I made them. I made them from a tablecloth.
You don't like my dark jeans?
I love your dark jeans. I just don't tell you enough.
Thanks.
I'm telling you right now, I love them.
These are the type of pants that are just fishing for a compliment.
Fishing.
They kind
Might
of-
as well have a string attached to them.
The couch to pants is great right now for your pants.
Am I becoming part of the couch?
You look a little couchy.
Can you not tell where the couch ends and I begin?
Well, no, I can tell that. But it does appear as if you've dressed for the couch today, and the couch appreciates it. Do you know what Mimi Big Boy is?
Is that a meme?
It's become a meme. Our friend Jack's Films, and I'm sure I'm gonna be corrected in the comment section, but from what I could tell, because in internet age we are all very old.
Oh yeah.
Oh gosh.
Basically, he answered the phone from a telemarketer and just kept repeating Mimi Big Boy in place of any other words, and the telemarketer eventually hung up. So then he kept saying Mimi Big Boy in place of a lot of other words, and then it caught on and became a thing. And this was like early last year.
That's the power that the internet offers.
Yeah,
this is how you have to explain memes to old people.
Yeah.
The way that you just did it is.
But I had to Google.
Exactly the way my kids
I wanted
talk
to
to
make
me.
sure that I got everything correct, and it reminded me of a time when Jack was in one of our music videos back in 2013.
Put the phone away.
He choked.
Get off the phone, and this is a clip from that.
Let's listen in and see if we can get some context.
Please hurry, we're at 382 Pine.
He has the nerve to make a phone call. It's such a pivotal moment in his friend's life. How could you be so disengaged while precious memories are being made? Do you really think your friends need another baby picture in their feed? Don't be such a self-centered guy. Now isn't that better?
I think he just died.
Yeah,
That was
we killed him.
Yeah.
That was him, and I wanted
Didn't even give him a line.
I wanted to know if other people since then had like gone back and watched the video to notice that Jack was in
Mimi
it.
Big Boy was in it.
Well, I scrolled down the comments, and there's a comment from that with 428 thumbs up, and it's Mimi Big Corpse.
Oh wow.
So they did notice it.
Mimi Big Corpse.
Anyway, this week, guys, we went to Memphis.
Yes, we did.
Woo! But we're back.
We're back.
We've been back. Of
We
course.
ate ribs. We went to Graceland. We mastered ducks. We rascal flatted is
Yeah,
how
we
you
did.
I believe you
So-
say it.
So flat.
And most importantly, we visited the kids at St. Jude. And
Yes.
speaking of nice shirts, boys.
Oh yeah, check it out.
Thank
This
you.
shirt saves lives. We want to encourage you to get your own by going to thisshirtsaveslives.org and pledge $20 a month to St. Jude. It's a very worthy cause.
Yes, make sure to tag us, St. Jude, and use the hashtag #ThisShirtSavesLives so other people know how they can donate to save lives and get a cool t-shirt in the process.
Boom.
And a reminder that you can easily click that blue button next to this video to donate to St. Jude's Thanksgiving campaign. Of course, St. Jude is pioneering research and treatments for kids with cancer and other life-threatening diseases at no cost to the families. So we really encourage you to donate along with us and the rest of the Mythical Beast. It's a very important, worthy cause
Yes.
we support.
Absolutely. And it was awesome to go there.
Yes.
You know, to take the tour, to meet the kids, to meet the parents, to meet all the people involved. And
There's
so we're
amazing
very glad to
stuff
be partnered
happening.
with them.
Yes.
While we were there, I mentioned that we got to taste some barbecue.
So much.
Between the different places and between the ribs we were tasting, you got a bean taste test in there.
Oh, yeah, I did.
So on today's episode, we have that footage. But before we move on to beans, let's move on to beverages.
Yes.
Beverages before beans, you know what I mean?
So
Ooh, look
Yes.
at this. It's a bulbous bottle. Belvoir
Oh,
Fruit
fancy.
Farms Elderflower and Rose Lemonade.
and it is 100% good. Check.
I see that. That's a little presumptuous.
I don't know. There's 1% juice in it,
Would you like to dink it?
and that will be elderberry juice.
That's how you ask someone if they want to dink it. Would you like to dink it?
And sink
Oh.
it.
Wow.
Is it
Very
aromatic?
floral. I like floral tasting things.
Like
Like
smells like carpet.
I like rose water.
Carpet?
Do you have something like that when something tastes or smells bad? For some reason, to me, like oftentimes it smells like if you walk into a carpet store and it like,
When was the last time you went to a carpet store?
yeah, I think I'm just pulling from memory at this point, and that's not saying much, but ooh,
I like this.
My ex-great uncle used to own a fabric shop,
Could be sponsored.
and he had like carpet rolls in there, and I absolutely know what you're talking
A
about.
fabric shop?
He had a fabric shop in Anger.
Fabric for whom?
It was called Town and Country Fabrics, I believe.
Just for like Joanne's?
for the town and the
It
country.
was like Joanne's, but it was a mom and pop shop.
Is your uncle Joanne?
No, Rudy. Uncle Rudy owned it, and I would go in there, and they just had reams and reams, literally, of fabric.
Yeah.
And I would just, I would climb all of it as a child.
Yeah. There's nothing like a fabric store, man.
I'd come out smelling like this taste.
You don't like it?
It has an aftertaste of carpet, and I prefer not to eat carpet, so no.
I would have bet you, I literally would have bet you $78 that I wouldn't have liked this.
That's not what I heard, Jessica.
But-
That's not what I heard.
I missed what she said.
All right, we're gonna move on from that.
Link missed that one.
We are,
I was just thinking about how
you
much
were
I like
late
this
on
stuff.
it. I was thinking it as I was saying it, but everyone is fine, and we're moving on to Central Barbecue.
I like it.
This hat. You might be wondering, hey, where's
Yeah.
that meat hat from? You know,
Where can I get one of those?
You go to meathat.org.
No, do not. Do not. Do not do that.
This is from Central Barbecue, which, spoiler alert, if you haven't watched the rib taste test episode, what are you doing? Please go watch it, because
Yeah.
I'm about to spoil it.
Right, yeah.
Central Barbecue 1.
Oh, I miss it.
Oh, you missed the barbecue. I thought you missed the episode.
Oh, I missed it.
And Craig, the owner, after we crowned him a barbecue king in person, I don't think that was the title we gave, but he was super gracious, and he gave our whole crew an amazing meal. And this is a photo from that meal. This doesn't even include like the pictures of beer and like then he brought all that banana pudding. My God,
gosh.
it was so good.
He put a hurting on us.
You can
So
see
much meat.
the look on
good
my
hurting.
face is trying to convey, like, can you believe this? But in person, it was so much taller.
Yeah. You had to be there, really.
Well,
It
they
was
make wings too, which are like award-winning wings.
It's like
he
a
said that they
smoked
smoke
wing.
the wing.
They smoke the
No,
wings, and then they deep
marinate
fry
the
them.
wings in hot sauce overnight.
and then they smoke them, right?
Yeah.
But then they fry them to finish.
They fry them to finish them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he said that he's won like best wings in Memphis for however many years,
Yep.
and he's a barbecue place. But he was so nice. That was my personal like favorite part of our entire trip was just
Great.
that meal. And I don't know how I ate so much and still walked out, but it happened. And then when we went to Gary from Rascal Flatts, his farm, we realized we had the pixel on us. And I was
there
wearing
it
the
is
meat
again.
hat.
What's that in my pocket?
And so we took photos. We had a little photo shoot.
I see that.
You did this
Outside of
without.
one
We
of
were not
the-
invited to this.
No. This
here's
was
a
just
barn.
Jacob and I, for the most part. Casey joined. There's some Ben. But really, I just wanted to show a photo of myself. So Craig,
Did you put that on your Insta yet?
I have not. I will. I will do
Yes,
that.
Now,
so you can
he
go to
told
my
us a
Instagram
story
and
about
see
this
it.
barn. This barn was built at the same time as the house in front of it where he was tapping the maple trees.
1903, if I recall.
Yeah, and if you'll look just to the left of your right elbow, there's a window in that barn. Well, what they did was they turned a couple of rooms in that barn into rooms for the older children.
They had too many children and they couldn't all fit inside the main house, and so they started putting them in the
Pushing
barn.
them out to the barn to live, which kids, you got to be grateful.
I wish you could do that now, you know? I wish I had a barn.
All right, if you're staying in here, you got to live under the other roof.
And so they thought it would be nice to the children to put windows in. And then the boys who were in the barn built a shelf and they like carved their names on it and the date. And it says like 1905 from when they like
That's crazy.
were put in the barn.
And then I went.
The year of the barn.
I went in there with a pocket knife and I scratched it off.
Right, because.
I felt like they were defacing the barn.
Right, yeah.
Gary came in there, was like, "What are you doing?"
Sanding it down, Gary. Sanding it down.
I've never. I mean, like my parents have a mountain. Like we you know, in Virginia.
Her parents have a mountain.
My parents stay on a mountain. No, like there's an old farmhouse where I remember going up as a kid and hating to go up there because we only had Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen tapes, and I wanted more. And this trip out to Gary's farm was the farthest I have ever been out into the country, because you go down, there's a road and it's marked dead end, but then you go down for like ever and ever before you get to his actual, you know, I wouldn't call that a cabin, giant.
It's a wooden house.
And then he owns
Wooden
like
mansion.
3,000 acres of land. It's huge.
Pretty awesome.
It's so huge. And this was the old farmhouse, the barn to that farmhouse was where this was. So yeah, Craig from Central Barbecue just hit me up for these merch photos. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
speaking of merch.
Oh, you want to be a model for the barbecue restaurant?
I want to be a meat model.
Stevie Levine, professional meat model.
We tried to fit on as many clothes as we can to promote different things, but I just wanted to point out that we have a sale at Mythical.store this weekend. So if you want some Mythical swag, please go to Mythical.store and get it over this weekend through Cyber Monday.
Do that now.
And now I want to plug beans because, as I mentioned, we did a little bean taste test down in Memphis, and let's take a look.
You think we could get some beans? I'm gonna try the beans.
Famous bean farm.
Are you like in your own bean world or something?
Oh man, I love them. I have a special relationship with beans.
Oh, you do?
I seek them out. I also make my own beans. I once made a pot of beans on Instagram. It was a hit. I haven't done it since though. It's a lot of work making Instagram videos. You know about that.
Oh, yeah, I sure do.
Whoa. The beans. The beans are really, really good. Like there's little strings of pork in it. These beans are better than the last beans I had. These are the best beans I've had. Can a man have too many beans? Actually, based on what happened last night, yes.
Beans?
Oh my.
There we go.
That's a good bean.
I'll tell you right now, I know what the best beans are.
But don't influence the bean man.
Yeah.
The bean man has got to go deep into his bean brain.
I'll second that.
The Rendezvous little pot, the pork was mixed in, like he put some pork on top. You could tell the other ones were cooked with the pork in there, and the way it distributed the pork fat, and then the sweetness and a little bit of spiciness on top. It had everything hitting on all bean cylinders in a way that it connected with my beans. The other two didn't, but I would, I'd be buried with these beans. I mean, I still like them. Okay, so the official winner of the great 2018 Bean Off is...
I didn't know that was happening.
Yep. It's happening right now. It is Rendezvous.
I do agree with that, though.
By the way, I want you to bury me with beans. Yeah, all those beans were really, really good. But I got to tell you right now, Rendezvous beans.
Yeah, we gathered that. Talk about it. Tell them about it, Rhett.
So
talk about the beans.
Here's something I'll also say. All the ribs were incredible. I don't know how well we communicated that like all the ribs were great. It's just the Central Barbecue ribs were head and shoulders above the rest.
They were so good.
But the Rendezvous beans, head and shoulders above the rest of the beans, but they're all good beans. Yeah. I didn't have a bad bean while in Memphis. And if I have a bad bean, I'll let you know.
Yeah.
You'll be the first to know, Stevie.
Thank you so much.
If I ever have a bad bean.
When it hit your palate, it seemed like it just kind of like,
I don't know what it is.
it was like an anesthetic.
Something about legumes.
We need to think about that. We need to just keep him on hand. Like if he just starts getting worked up about cats or
Just pump 'em with
community
beans.
college, just like just shoot him in the mouth with beans. And he's
Okay. Yeah.
We just have a bean shooter.
I'm okay with that.
That's another word for a slingshot.
At your house.
A bean shooter, I think.
And when you get hit with a baseball, in baseball, it's getting beamed with the baseball.
Right, it's getting
Oh, I
beamed
thought
with
it
the
was-
baseball. Bonked?
No, it's beamed because the original game of baseball was played with beans.
Right, they were very small.
The first 10 years, it was all beans, and it was like, we
Right.
can't even see this thing.
Right, so
they,
small.
they upgraded to lima beans, and it was a little bit better.
But the
then they were
pitchers
like,
could throw them.
We really need an actual ball.
111 miles an hour was the record. You could
Several
throw
people
one
were
bean.
killed because a bean going that fast will go
Right through you.
right through your skull.
Or any
Okay.
part of your body. Like, it'll hit you could get spleened with a bean. Yeah, you know?
Yeah.
That's why they have to remove spleens.
Yeah.
Because you get beamed in the spleen and then they got to remove the spleen
You know what I mean?
to get to the bean.
All right, well that's all I got this week. A little
We got
extra
plenty more.
Memphis. Oh, what happens after the spleen?
Yeah, well, you can get bean in a lot of places. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you guys for liking, commenting, and subscribing. Ready for the line?
Yep.
Until next
LTAT, keep on
BYMB.
F-O-S-H-O.
Just saying the acronym now.
What?
Just saying the acronym.